Thinking is hard. Welcome to ETC, End of Thought Capacity. My name is Josh, and
I'm here with my handsome husband, Josh. And he's with his beautiful wife, Bailey.
Yes. And today we have a very appropriate topic.
Busy life.
Busy life. Busyness.
Busy.
Because we're busy.
Busy schedules. Busy bee.
Couple of busy bees.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing after this? Well, what are you doing after this, actually? You're going somewhere fun.
I'm going to a bridal shower.
Oh, boy.
I haven't been to one of those in, like a few months, actually, because Juliana.
Yeah, is it? Yeah. I thought you said it was a bachelor.
No, bachelor. It's like a weekend.
So you're going to a bridal shower?
Yeah, bridal shower.
So we're a couple of busy bees.
Mm-hmm.
And how are we busy bees? What do you do all day, every day? What makes you busy?
So it starts off with your 4:58 a.m. alarm.
That no one wakes up to.
That
we wake
both
up
snooze.
to. We wake up to it just to turn it off.
Yeah. And then the 5 o'clock one goes off. And that's the one I usually wake up on. But I let the 5:01 one go. And that's usually for Josh. He needs that extra minute.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get up at that time to go to the gym. And then we come back and we do breakfast. And then Josh leaves. And that's really when my day starts. I usually journal in the morning. I think at like 7:15 is when my day really, really starts. But 7:15 I'll journal, and then I'll work on ETC stuff until 8 a.m. And then 8 to 12 I work with branding bosses. I create a bunch of content for them, TikToks, copywriting, things like that. And then 12 to 7 I work with the after school program as the director. So yeah.
Busy bee indeed.
And then on Tuesday and Thursdays I do martial arts. So I may be there until 8:15 because of martial arts. So I don't get paid for martial arts though. So yeah, what do you do every day?
Oh, well,
Monday through Friday.
I wake up, I turn off the first alarm, probably sleep to the second, and then also the third, and then probably roll out of bed after you're already dressed, throw on some clothes, and then we go to the gym.
Yeah, I realized that his wake up routine is actually a lot easier than mine because I have to put my eyeballs in. And for anyone who cannot see, that means you have to put your contacts in your eyes. And that actually takes, I don't know why, it just, sometimes if you wake up really early or you wake up at all, it burns. It burns so bad. It burns so bad. And my eyes are always super red and like sometimes I have to take it out. So yeah, I envy the people who can see and just can get up, get dressed and go. I cannot do that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can't see either.
Well, I can see mostly. I don't need glasses.
Okay.
So I roll out of bed while Bailey's getting ready. And then I get my clothes on to go to the gym. And then we come back, start on breakfast, maybe take a shower if it's a cardio day. And then I go to work, take an hour to get to work almost, stay at work and do computer stuff all day. And then come home, maybe pick up like some stuff at the store on my way home, get home, hang out for a bit until about like 6. And then I start on dinner. So that when Bailey gets home, there's dinner ready. So she can just eat and then we can relax. And then, yeah, that's the day. I have some more free time than you do, it seems.
Most days. We don't ever really use our couch during the week.
Oh, no, not at all.
I know it's like we sit in our computer chairs and kind of work on our own things and then we go to bed. Like that's just, we brush our teeth, go to bed, do it all over again.
Oh, yeah, we'll eat together at the counter.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we'll eat together and watch some TikToks together.
We don't sit on that couch.
No, we don't sit on the couch at
The
all.
couch we use like Friday night.
Yeah, when we're watching RuPaul.
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, that's basically what our day-to-day looks like.
Yeah.
And it collides pretty well. Like you get home and then a few hours later I get home. And
yeah.
We're able to debrief. We're able to debrief with each other.
But yeah, I get home in I'd say enough time to get my hobbies in for a little bit or do some studying because I have my test coming up. Get my hobbies in and then make some dinner for you when you get home. But part of your work is kind of your hobbies with like ETC and then you enjoy doing content creation. So like what do you do for content creation? Like what kind of stuff do you create?
For ETC, it's really easy because it's really just Canva and it's just like making posts and stories and things like that, logo design stuff. So that one's really not too in depth because it's more on the fun side because it's ours.
Yeah, it's more fun.
But when it comes to branding bosses, it's more client based. So it's based on what the client wants, which totally understandable. So I do their TikToks, and I manage about 4 to 5 accounts. And then occasionally I'll post for branding bosses on their account as well. If there's any events that we're at, like last time, I think last week it was the photo shoot, I was doing their stories, and that was really fun. But it's more like copywriting, captioning, making stories, posts, things like that. Yeah. And it's all on Canva, or if I need to go on Photoshop because Canva can't do something, then I'll open up that too. Or Lightroom. That's another one. So to edit the photo.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then what about with?
Oh, and then with were you about to ask about work?
Yeah.
Like the new
other work.
Yeah. So come May or come end of May, I won't be the director anymore at the after school program. I'm not sure if I've said that yet, but I will be doing just their marketing part-time. So I'll have 2 jobs, but one will be full-time and one will be part-time. And then I'll be doing ETC, of course. But when it comes to their stuff, I will be doing their Facebook ads. So for the after school, I'll do their Facebook ads. I'll do their martial arts accounts and their after school accounts. And then probably working with schools would be the next thing. Testimonials, parent and child testimonials, things like that. But, I'm not really sure. That's my hope, and I've been told that's what's going to happen. But I'm not really sure until I get there, like how it'll all, like what stuff I'll be doing. I'm sure I'll also be responding to Facebook Messenger as well to parents who are interested in coming to tour, coming to sign up. So it's almost like I'll be like the regional like marketer just for like all 3.
That'd be awesome.
I'll probably be working with the owners a lot more than
Yeah.
when I was directing. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely a step down position wise, but for me, it's a step up.
Because you're going to be hired by the branding bosses like full time or at least part time.
Yeah.
So that'll be 2 part time jobs to both doing what you enjoy as a hobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that'd be a bonus.
Well, yeah, I enjoy it to do it as a hobby, but it's also my degree. So
yeah, that too.
it's like it's not just like my hobby. I get to do it because I
You're qualified.
chose to do it. I did choose to do it, but yeah.
You're certified and qualified and degreed in
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
That's cool. I'm happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited when that'll happen because I know directing, like kid directing, is
It's stressful.
tough right now. And with that new position, that new place opening up, you could do your hobbies kind of as your work. Which some say, when you enjoy your work, you're
very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get to play video games for money.
You don't. Well,
Not yet.
you could.
I could.
Actually, you could have gone into game design, but like, yeah, I would say I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that. I'm not going to say that it's never stressful. There are times where I'm like, holy cow, girl, I've got like 20 posts to do, 12, 15 stories. I have to write 3 blogs. It's like, sometimes it can be a lot, but it's just, my thought process is you do not have to get it done in one day. My brain is always like, oh my God, you only have one day to get it done. It's like, wait, I got 4 other days to get it done. I can spread it out between those 4 days and manage my time, because sometimes I find myself posting on social media for those clients, and then I find myself going through accounts and like just looking at posts. I don't know if that made any sense, but basically I'll be on like Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the feed and I'll just be scrolling. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be making stuff. Not like I'm supposed to post a story and then I'm supposed to get off and work on my work. But I find myself going through the feed and like scrolling. And I'm like, bruh, how did I get here? How did I get to this? I've been doing this for 30 minutes. We got to get back to work.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm like 30 minutes behind and I'm like, oh my God. So that's what I find myself doing. Yeah.
Oh.
But that's what you get when you work with social media, is you got to like learn how to not get sucked in.
Yeah.
And I get sucked in so easily.
Its goal is to suck you in as best it can.
And it does. It really does.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't get to do my hobby as work yet. Maybe. I mean, I guess tinkering with computers is kind of a hobby of mine, so I guess you could say that's kind of work, but dealing with customers is not my hobby. So I don't like it. If I could do my desktop support position without dealing with customers, like someone just comes in, drops off a computer and says, hey, it doesn't work, it does this, and then I can just fix it and then give it back to them and never have to talk to a customer, it'd be great. But no, I have to answer phones and deal with people that are like, they have no idea how to use their own computer and stuff like that. Which, I mean, no offense to them for not knowing how to use it, but you've been using it for past how long? And you don't know how to use it? Yeah, part of my hobbies include, working on computers. I guess you could call it a home lab that I work on. It hosts like a NAS. We can store like photos and videos and work on stuff. And then I play a lot of video games, which is a hobby that I usually come back to after I've done projects and stuff, like painting your car's tires or fixing something up or breaking something and stuff like that. But when between projects, I'll play video games kind of as a pastime. But maybe someday I'll be able to play video games and fix computers for a living. You think?
You can make your own company.
I can make my own game, which I've considered. And I've tried a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I realized I don't really have any time to work on that. But that's okay.
Yeah. I realized Josh is pretty much good at everything, but it's just more of him like sticking with it, I think. For you.
Yeah.
You tend to like jewelry making. He did that at one point. And then you made my ring, my OG ring, which I don't have right now, but we're going to get it hopefully sized and so I can wear it again because I really like that one. So he does that. And then there was a few other things that you were doing as well, like way, way back. I just can't think of them.
Like art projects and computer games and stuff like that.
He made kombucha one time.
It was
right?
hard cider.
Oh, yeah. He put it under his nasty. He put it under his bed and let it ferment.
Yeah.
Yum.
It was good. It's just apple juice. That's all it is.
Ew.
It's just angry apple juice.
It was probably
It was completely safe.
It was so gross. Did you drink it all?
Yeah.
Oh, how'd your stomach feel?
Fine. It's just hard cider.
Weird.
Yeah, it's totally safe.
You know what's so weird is like, and anyway, we can talk about food another time.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But thanks for the flattery. I do consider myself a jack of all trades, but master of none. Like I can do anything I put my mind to and just like look up a couple of YouTube videos and stuff. But if you were to ask me to do it at an expert level,
luckily no one's asking you to do it at an expert level.
Yeah, except for my
job.
job.
Your hobby. Oh well, yes.
My job is asking me to do it at an expert level, and I be thankfully computers are so varied that I can work on different projects as time goes on. Like I might build a script at one point and spend like a lot of time researching how to make scripts and stuff like that, and I'll make a good one, and then I'll never touch scripting again. Or I'll come back to it far later and have completely forgotten everything. Where I can, I know a lot about the hardware of the computer. I know that this needs to go there, that I can solder this, that, the other thing. And then I won't touch it for another 6 months or something like that. But thankfully, it's varied enough so that I can't say ADD, but like my passions will go all over the place at times. And I'll have an extreme passion for one thing for a short period of time. And then at one point, it's just like, nah. Anyway, and then move on to something else. But I think video games is something that I can come back to because it's also kind of varied. Like there's certain video games that I can always turn back to, but then I'll see a YouTube video about something else and then see ya. So, but you're more of a type A person. You always got everything scheduled. I tried that and I could not do that. But you got everything scheduled. You got everything on your calendar. You got everything on. You have 2 calendars. You got your electronic one and then the one on the wall.
I have the one on the wall, and then I have my planner.
Then you have your planner.
And I do that every Sunday.
And all the alarms you set?
Sundays are reset day, so we do like laundry and
grocery shopping.
Yeah, grocery shopping. I do grocery shopping, lunch making, dinner planning, which we also have a calendar for that.
Oh, yeah. That one's helpful for me, though.
Yeah, because he cooks. I do not cook. I bake. That's it. I can't cook.
You can cook.
I can cook, but I burn it like every time. Oh. Even if I step away for 1 second, my brain is just focused on so many other things. So I'm just like.
With baking, you can like make it, toss it in the oven, and then just set an alarm. So.
A casserole I could probably do because it's one and done.
Yeah.
But if it's like bacon, eggs, pancakes, all on like the same burner, it's one of them at least is going to get burnt. So. And you better hope it's not the pancakes. Oh. Because burnt pancakes are not the best. Anyway, yeah. So I have all those to help me time manage things. So it's helpful.
I tried with the whole planner calendar thing. I still have my planner in my backpack. I haven't touched it in a month or 2. That's kind of on me. I just feel more comfortable with just kind of going by the flow. But I'll have reminders for like my schoolwork and stuff. So I'll have reminders set like, hey, your schoolwork is done, is due this day. You need to do it. And I've gotten better with procrastinating. In high school, I used to just wait until the last minute and then cheat off one of my friends, like copy their work. And now, because I can't really do that.
Which friends? You're like, because you're online.
Yeah, it's all online. I'm doing my work. And it's not hard. It's just annoying. Like, writing the essay that I need to write is not necessarily hard to do. It's just tedious. And it's hard to convince my mind that it's something necessary that I need to do. Thankfully, the professor is pretty good at in motivating. But yeah, it's not that a lot of these things are hard. It's just I don't really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm more of a type B. Is that the term? Type B, where like you don't really plan much.
I'm not sure. I mean, if there's a type A, there's got to be a type B. So
yeah, I mean, I make plans, but I don't keep it as structured. I'd say like I have, I want to do this, and this, but I don't write out details of it unless I need to.
Mm-hmm. Usually for me, if I have something going on, I just write where it is, what time, and that's it. It's never really like the fact that it has to be detailed. It's just that I can remember it because there's already so many things going on in my head that it's just another thing that I'm like, oh my God, if I forget this, like, I will be so sad. So I want to make sure that I have it written down somewhere where I can be like, oh, yes, that's today or that's tomorrow or something like that.
So with all the things that are going on, do you feel stressed about like your schedule and stuff? Like work, like not work itself, but the amount of work that you receive and the amount of time that you have to do it, along with, grocery shopping, chores, stuff like that. You feel stressed?
Yeah, I do. Morning wise with branding bosses, I do, only because I don't have all day to do the stuff that I want to get completed.
Right.
I only have those like 4 hours, and it takes a good chunk of the time to create those things. And so it's always like half created, and then I have to come back the next day or that same night and work on it to make sure that it's done, if that makes sense. Like if I had all day, I'd be able to finish it that day. And then with the after school, yes, I have like every day I've realized or started to notice that my to-do list has not gone from 1 sheet of paper, but to 2. And the owners are we're having constant meetings with the directors and the admin and stuff, and we're being added more to our plate, and they know that we're already really busy. They don't just add it and be like, good luck. They add it and they're like, we know you guys have a lot on your plate, but we really need this done. Yeah. And, the director and I right now, because we only have 2, but we'll have 3 soon, we're like very overwhelmed. Like we have a lot going on. We have to go get inventory one of these days, and I find myself now spending the weekends that I have going to get inventory instead of doing it on a day where I have work, because it takes away from my morning work. It's crazy. And then when it comes to like the to-do list, I can't always get that done because the coaches need me or a parent needs me. And I only have from 12 to 1 o'clock before, and we have our one coach come in at 1 until I get asked to, help them with something or, and I don't mind it at all. It's not that. It's just I can't fully get what I need done in the time that I have, because I'm distracted with other things, or I have to go to another job, so it's going to be a really nice change in May or June, because I think it's at the end of May, so that I will be able to finally have some sort of like normalcy, because right now it's crazy. Like Saturday and Sunday feel like a lunch break. It goes by so quick, and it's gone, and then you're back at Monday. And I've been doing this for the last vacation we had was December 9th, which was the day I graduated. So, we were only gone for like a day and a half, and then we were right back to work, so it's been like 3-4 months since we've been off for anything. Right. So yeah, I definitely think that I am stressed for sure. And what's funny, like it's not always a bad stress, because I have 2 great opportunities, 2 great jobs, 2 great bosses. Like they're always understanding. They're not, scolding you really for anything, because they understand that you're busy. It's just, I think, the pressure that I put on myself, which stresses me out in turn. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing, the pressure that I put on myself. So
like there's the good stress is that you have a job that you enjoy parts of it, And the good stress is that you're given these responsibilities and only have so much time to do them. But the bad stress would be kind of like you getting in your head, you think? Like in your head, you feel like you have less time than you actually do, and you push yourself to do these things in a shorter amount of time?
No, because I don't appear busy. I know I'm busy.
Oh, you are.
I don't appear to be busy. If I appeared to be busy and I had more time than I thought, I'd be like, LOL. Like I'm slacking right now. Like I would be telling my brain, would be like, girl, you have the time in the world. You suck at time managing, and you suck at But that's not the case. I actually do time manage, and I do try to get the things done in that time frame, that week time frame, honestly, because it's Monday through Friday. But there are times where things come up where I cannot get it done, and I have to use my time at night to get that done.
Oh.
So it's not like a thing of appearing busy, because I don't appear busy.
No, you are busy.
I know I am busy. Like I can't stress that enough. So if it seems like I appear busy, that's understandable. But at the same time, like if someone was in my shoes, they'd be like, holy crap. And also my brain, if they were in my brain, they'd be like, there's like 8,000 different directions I'm always thinking of. But I also have ADD. So like I'm always thinking about different things. But those people are actually the most successful. Mm-hmm. The people who are super creative, ADD, ADHD, left-handed, I have literally all of that. So, but my ego is big sometimes. So I need to stop.
Confident.
Yeah. Only sometimes. It's kind of funny when the confidence comes out. It's kind of weird.
I think there is a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on you, but I don't think all of it is bad. Like, to make a difference between good stress and bad stress, I mean, I'd say good stress is a type of stress that you can benefit from in some way. You know, like going to the gym can be stressful, but it's ultimately good for you. Mm-hmm. You know, having a lot of things on your plate for work, but it's not like they're doing it, you know, maliciously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Having a lot of work to do can be beneficial, because now you'll have that experience of being able to time manage and work on all those things effectively.
Multitasking,
definitely. And I'd say a bad stress could be, you know, like a relationship stress, you know, dealing with individuals who are trying to maliciously attack you. Yeah. So I think you got a lot of good stress on you.
Yeah.
Not that I like any of it. I don't like seeing you stressed.
Yeah.
But I know that you want to stick with it, and I'll support you. And I know that, you know, whenever you get to that next position, or you'll still be probably very busy.
Yeah, it only goes up from here.
Yeah,
it only goes up.
You're always finding a way to keep yourself busy. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
you're always keeping busy. I'm like, oh, you have time to relax. She's like, I'm gonna get another job. I'm like, what? You've been off for 3 days.
Barely, yeah.
It's been like not even a week, and you already want to add more to your plate.
Yeah, I think even from a child's standpoint, I never just my family can vouch for this. Whenever we would go somewhere fun, I would be like, this is it. Like I would appear so unappreciative, but we would go somewhere and we would have a blast. And then it'd be like, what's next? You're like, what's next? I'm very much forward looking, and I'm also very much what's next. Like I don't want to just sit and do nothing. Like even next weekend, we have no plans. Yeah. I'm sure I can find something.
You will find something
for us to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't like sitting down knowing that there's a whole world that we could, sounds so preachy, but it's so true. It's so true.
There's a whole world
that
to
we
explore.
Can explore together. Because we only have like 40 years left. How old are we? 23? Oh, God. No, we have way more than that. 80, hopefully. 80 more years. But yeah, there's just so much to do, and it's just like sitting at home.
Why would you sit at home?
And it does sound wonderful sometimes, like because we pay for this place and we're never here. So it's like probably should enjoy. Mm-hmm. You know, we're literally paying for Lucy to live here at this point, but
yeah, it's her house.
Yeah, it's her house. We sleep here.
Yeah, we watch
TVs. We watch RuPaul. we watch TVs. We watch we sleep. and we watch like TV
Yeah.
every once in a while.
My busy bee.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm not like that at all. If I could sit at home and do practically nothing all day, that's probably what I would do. But I gotta
Honestly,
go work.
I could see being a stay-at-home dad at one point. I could
down.
see it. And then there's sometimes where I'm like, take care of me, please.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to work.
Yeah.
And that's like sometimes where I'm just like overloaded with things and I'm like, I really just, this to-do list is so long and there's only like 8 more hours of the day and I'm just over it already. Please take care of me. Let me quit jobs. And I don't, like, what's funny is I don't even mean that. Like
No, the moment you quit all your jobs,
I'm going to be stressed.
you're going to be like,
because of that.
I need to be doing something.
Yeah, I need to be doing something. And
It's 12 o'clock and I'm sitting in bed. Something's wrong.
yeah, no, I could never do that. That's the funny thing is I am not a stay-at-home type person. I need to be moving, which is really good.
Yeah, I'd say that's
Really good. And then there's also the not good part about it, but because you're always...
Yeah, I think it's like a good stress, bad stress situation is you want to give yourself some good stress. You want to give yourself some goal to work towards.
Mhm.
And if you're not, then your brain starts to get at you and give you bad stress of like
yeah, your
anxiety.
conscience.
Like a type of anxiety or something like that.
Yeah, your brain's like,
So-
everyone else is doing something and you're literally in bed. Like that's how my brain is, where it's like
Aw.
everyone else is out doing their life and you're in bed doing this. And I've never, when the heck am I ever in bed, you know?
Mhm.
So obviously, but if I was, I know my brain would be like that.
Would be
So-
like, why am I not popping my pussy right now?
That's so true.
I notice that when we have a down day, you either want to be doing something or sleeping so that you don't know that you're not doing something.
So
You want to take naps.
I want to take a nap. That is actually very nice. It's very nice to take a nap because sometimes I get grumpy and like people really do need naps.
They're helpful.
They set this life up 9 to 5, but I watched a TikTok that said that people used to sleep from like 1 to 4 and then go work in the field from 4 to like 10, and then they would come home again, do whatever they need to do, and then come back at like 3
Yeah.
and work till then, and then they would go back to sleep. Like, you need a nap.
The modern work schedule doesn't follow that.
Does not follow that at
No.
all. Nope.
It's probably not going to change anytime soon,
No.
unfortunately.
It would be nice to have 3 days of work and 2 days off and then the
Yeah.
weekend off. That would be kind of nice. Like like Tuesday, Thursday off, and you work Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
That'd be nice.
That would be so nice because then you have like 2 full days and then you have those in between days where you're like, you can de-stress. Like, that would be so nice to have.
Mm-hmm. Do other things.
Yeah, you could prepare for the next week or
Find
like
other good stress
hobbies.
things to do.
Because
Gardening.
a hobby. Yeah.
Hobbies.
A hobby.
Yeah.
Plant a watermelon. Have it ready by summer.
One watermelon.
Just one.
Just plant the watermelon.
Something like that. So
What if something goes wrong early in the morning? I guess you're
Oh,
home. You're
my.
home.
It did happen.
To handle that sort of thing. But like if you can't find your wallet or your purse or something, how do you compensate? And do you think your work would be willing to
Mm-hmm.
cooperate with that?
Yeah, I mean, it happened last Monday. One of our coaches was really sick, and I called my boss and I'm like, hey, like, I'm in the middle of working right now. And she's like, can you get another coach in? And I was like, never mind, I'll just go in. So I brought my computer with me and I ended up doing both jobs, and I actually have a video.
Oh yeah, I remember you sending me that.
I have a video of me just like
You're in a meeting.
triple
on one computer.
multitasking. I was entering kids' information on the computer, and then I was watching Mindset Monday because we have something to watch at work, and then I was on the video call with branding bosses, and I was listening to both. Like, I was more listening, I'm not gonna lie, I was more listening to branding bosses because they were talking to me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they were talking to me and they're like, hey, we want you to do TikToks for this client, and I'm like, okay. Like, I'm like trying to listen to like Mindset Monday and what they're talking about, like social media, and I'm like, I'm like listening to both of them. I'm like, this is important and this is also important, and then my screen is also important because I'm entering new students in that are coming today, so I would say I'm handling the struggle of time well. I don't think I have an issue with the struggle of time, no, but I think finding the right time to get everything done, instead of being like, I gotta get it done in one day.
Gotta do everything at once.
That's one thing I do, where I'm like, holy crap. Yeah, like I said, man, I do not step in my body. Please do not.
Oh.
I don't even know. Sometimes I'm like,
stress.
I don't even know how I'm surviving. Just the fact that I'm off this weekend just feels so weird. It feels like I should be at work like right now or getting ready to go. Anyway, so yeah, so we have this weekend off, but I know we are trying to find a time to take off for some type of vacation because that is needed, I think, on both ends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're both hanging by a thread, but I think we will get there if we do not take a vacation soon. And what's really funny is I wasn't expecting you to say this, and I haven't told you this, but I asked him, hey, we don't have to take the full week off. We can just take like Thursday and Friday. That way we're only taking 3 days or 1 day off and have like a longer weekend. He's like, no, I don't mind taking a week off. And I'm like, if he doesn't mind, then I'm taking a week off too.
Yeah.
Because usually you're like,
I don't have a problem with taking a week off work. I have a problem with taking a week at a hotel.
Oh yeah. So we won't be going anywhere, but we will be planning things. Yeah. Like we'll just plan by day. We won't have like as much as I would love to do a schedule, as much as I would love to schedule out our days, that's not a vacation, I'm sure. It's like, yeah. So each day we'll just figure out what we want to do. Whether it's lay by the pool, go to the beach, or go to that museum that we want to go
have a
to.
staycation.
A staycation, yeah. It's free. We already live here. We already paid for it. So
we got the nicest hotel already here.
Mm-hmm, and we can keep our cat.
Yeah, it's got our favorite people here, Lucy.
Mm-hmm, Lucy. So, yeah, we'll definitely do that soon. We're looking towards May, right?
Yeah.
May, so
I know you're waiting till May, actually, to eventually change from a regular director to a social media director. Is that kind of the goal that you want to reach, is be a social media director, be branding bosses, social media, and I guess also working ETC, be completely social media and practically work from home 24/7?
That does sound nice, especially since I saw that TikTok where the girl was like, I work from home and sometimes I choose to go to Disney to work. I'm like, but that's a far drive. And then a drive back. That would be more of like a, hey, Josh, do you want to come with me and like find something to work on and like hang out with me in the little grassy area on Disney World? Bring your not gaming computer. Bring your laptop and code.
That'd be fun.
You can code or something. Code. But I really, I haven't been asked this often, so I really don't know what I want to do yet.
Like what's
fully.
Your final goal?
My final goal, I have no idea. Right now, I really do like social media. Again, copywriting is another thing I really, really like to do. And then there's captioning, but that's also social media. Blogs are really fun. I think I have a hand in blogs for sure. Copywriting, another thing that's literally hand in hand. But I like it all, so I really don't know what... I know I definitely got the right degree. That's all I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's more, what do I want to do? Because I guess I have to land in one area, right? Or can I do it all?
What do you mean?
Well, because, there's Branding Bosses who... Nadia, which is the owner of Branding Bosses, and Varsha, who also co-owns, they do it all. So I guess the thing is, would I open my own business? Would I freelance I guess I would freelance my, like, because I like it all. That's the thing, is like I like doing it all. I can do. I'm learning to do it all. The Photoshop. You know what? One thing I haven't learned is website design. I haven't learned that yet, and I'm not fully good at Adobe yet. So I guess I'd have to work on that too. But I like I said, I like it all. So I don't know. So my goal with them right now, so for the after school and Branding Bosses, is, I don't know, like I said, learning everything, doing it all, which in turn will probably create more stress, but it's the kind of stress that's like, it keeps you busy. So.
Yeah. I mean, where do you see yourself in 7 years or 10 years or later down the line? I can see you opening a business, like a marketing business, with some help, maybe make a couple friends that are willing to like co-own, and I can see you opening a business like that.
I know who I would use as my promoter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Paige.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the ultimate hype man.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is. If she's your friend, she will hype you up. Yep. I love it.
She's like always supporting. So, and I feel like she'd be really good at just walking up to someone and be like, yo, you know about this?
Yeah, she would be handing out flyers.
Yeah, she would be talking about it too. She wouldn't even need like a script or anything. She'd be like, nah, you need to do this.
I love it.
Today.
She would convince them.
Yeah, what's weird is I have been asked that question, but I never really thought about it in depth. So I guess I'd have to start thinking about that. But it's funny because I'm always like, I'm forward looking. I'm very much about the future. And I haven't looked 10 years forward. I look like maybe a year forward.
Yeah.
But
that's okay.
I mean, in the last episode, I said that I would like to be like established where a company, let's say we were to have a child, I would be able to come back. Yeah, I would be able to come back and they wouldn't be like, oh, we don't need her anymore. We can find someone else. You know, I want to be like, oh my gosh, we're so glad that you came back and blah, blah, blah. Like we
need you.
Yeah, we need you. I want to be needed, I guess. Yeah, in a company, which I'm sure everyone does. Or maybe they just show up and they just leave and go home. I don't know.
Oh, well.
For me, I want to be at least needed in the company and for whatever reason, which I guess would be everything at that point. Okay. I like working with local businesses. So I guess
small business.
In 7 to 10 years, that's what I would like to be established somewhere in those local businesses, whatever they may be or whatever they are.
That'd be awesome.
So what about you? What's your goals?
My 7 to 10 year plans. So I can't say that there's a specific job that I wanna have, but I suppose with my degree in IT business management, I'd be in a position where it's, I don't know, kind of chill. I could show up, not do a whole lot of work. Work on other things while I'm at work. But no, I can see being in a sort of, I don't want to say management position because that makes me sound like I'm super full of myself. But, you know, I'm getting an IT business management degree, and I don't think it'd be too bad to be in charge of a small team that, you know, handles computer problems. I have some experience in leadership. I can't say I'd be great at it, but I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be rewarding to have a team that I can be the boss for and help them out and stuff like that. So I can see that being in like IT business manager. I don't know exactly where in my current, you know, organization I would be, but I think that would be where I'd want to go.
I think you would be a good, I know you'd be a good leader.
Oh.
The thing about being in management or being a leader is you just have to know that you're not better than everyone else. Like, am I better than everyone else?
I kind of struggle with that sometimes at work.
So in orientation leading and at USF, that's like the peak of leadership for me. Like when I first really, really started getting into leadership, and then I was a shift lead.
Yeah.
So I was a shift lead at Moe's. And then I stepped down and I worked at Lowe's, and I was like, okay, I can like take a break and kind of just not be in charge. But I realized that I do like being in charge, but I also like being on the same playing ground as my team. I don't want them to always think of me as like higher up, if that makes sense.
Well, I think it's okay for your team to see you as some sort of expert in certain fields.
They can come to me for anything, but not be scared of me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where they know that, you know, I will help them clean, I'll help them do their stuff, and I'm not just going to be like, that's your job, I have my job, and it's higher up things, and you can do.
Yeah, like so it might be good for you to be better than them in like technical expertise or in like certain fields, but not
like knowing your stuff,
but not like egotistically better than them.
Yeah, like, you know what's really awesome is I think my team is better with the kids than I am. Obviously, they're coaches, they need to be, but you know, there are some times where I step in and I help them because they need help with, you know, how to talk to a child in a certain way, or like get down on their level, because, you know, some of them may have never really closely worked with a group of kids. So just like the like learning about how to do the job, but not overstepping, if that makes any sense. Like overstepping and like being like, I can do this better, because a lot of my team can do it, like do the job better. A lot of my team can do the job better. Right. So better than I ever could.
I think in 10 years I can see us both in sort of management or ownership positions.
Yeah.
You know, leading our own teams and stuff like that. Or I mean, if you open a business, I'd be happy to provide technical support. You know, if it gets that big where you got a full IT team and you know, I'm part of the.
There are also couples who have fully quit their jobs and just focused on their stuff, like creating a business.
Do you think we're going to turn ETC into a marketing business?
End of thought capacity? I am not sure. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Because right now it's a podcast, and it's going to be a podcast, and it's for fun, and it's just, you know, our thoughts on things, and so.
Just kind of us talking to the void.
Yeah, just talking to whoever wants to listen.
Whoever's nice listening. If you would like to participate in any of the conversations, you can go to YouTube. You can go to anywhere that'll let you make comments. I don't actually know if Spotify or Apple lets you make comments and stuff. But if you go to YouTube and start commenting, we'll be there to interact with you, you know, and talk about this sort of thing. And, you know, talk about comments in our podcast and stuff. We'd love to interact with anyone that has any thoughts on it. Be a lot of fun, I think.
I think questions would be fun, too, for an episode. That'd be kind of fun.
Maybe
because we did this on the whim.
Yeah, this is completely let's do it.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
And we just did it.
It's
and
fun.
We're here. Yay.
Yay.
So I think that ends today's episode.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot of good content for you guys to listen to this week and then next week.
Mm-hmm.
We're still thinking on some really good topics that we want to talk about. So if you guys have any topic suggestions that maybe you want to hear our opinions about, just drop them in the comments on Instagram or YouTube, Facebook, and you guys can listen to us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. Anywhere where you listen to podcasts, you guys can listen to us. And if you want to watch us, we're on YouTube. So, yeah. And Josh does really good editing, and I think the YouTube side is very good. If you're more of a listener, like you're driving somewhere but you want to listen to us, awesome, go ahead and listen to us. But if you're able to just sit back and watch us, I think you should, because there's a lot of really funny editing going on in the YouTube channel. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah. All right.
But you can go find us at rss.com/podcasts/etc. And thank you very much for watching.
And we'll see
listening.
you next week on ETC. Bye.
Bye.